Oh, that's something. That's something. We got O. A very scary O. What is with you guys? Skip the former back in the building for yet another movie reaction. You guys, today we're watching Arrival from 2016. So ever since my first time viewing of Sicario, this director, and I know I'm going to butcher his name, Denis Villeneuve, Mr. Villeneuve, he has been on my interest list, and I told myself I have to get into some of his other more notable movies since then. So I've arrived to Arrival, and it's good because I really don't have much background information on the movie. I don't really know who's starring in it. I believe it has something to do with space-ish stuff. At least it gave me that vibe from the cover art, and also Amy Adams' face is on the cover as well, so I know she's starring in it. In any case, on the topic of arrivals, I recently had a particularly special arrival come to me recently, which I honestly couldn't wait to tell you guys about. I'm fairly sure at this point you guys can tell that I like movies. I assume you guys like movies too. However, I'm not a fan of the limitations that it puts on us. I'm here to tell you all that we no longer have to limit ourselves to viewing our entertainment through a box. May I invite you to immerse yourselves into the new world of augmented reality with ROKID Max AR glasses, the sponsor of today's video. Okay, respectively, you may have watched movies before on the big screen, but you've never experienced them like this. With the ROKID AR JOYPACK, enjoy the convenience of a private 360-inch cinema right from your own pocket. The glasses weigh only 75 grams with features such as low blue light, low glare, flicker-free, and eye comfort certified. The station itself is also compact, fitting easily in your pocket. Comfortably peruse a number of streaming applications on this Google Android TV device, such as YouTube, Prime Video, Disney Plus, and many more. Notably, the ROKID station stands as a groundbreaking achievement, being recognized as the world's first Google-certified Android TV device for AR glasses. And I can honestly see why. Personally, this device has revolutionized the ways I can take my me time. It literally takes you to another world. Or at the very least, it will allow me to be the envy of all the other passengers on my next flight.
But I am telling you right now, that mother back there is not real.
In any case, you must see the truth for yourself and get your own ROKID AR JOYPACK. Check the link in my description for more information. Full-length reactions will be up on the Patreon. Without further ado, let's do what it do.
I used to think this was the beginning of your story. It doesn't work like I thought it did. We are so bound by time. Okay. Come back to me. Come back to me. These are my tickle guns, and I'm gonna get you. You want me to chase you? I remember moments in the middle. And this was the end.
Damn. Oh my god, that's so sad.
Where is everyone? Okay, well, let's get started. Any news you want to share?
Dr. Banks, can you turn the TV to a news channel?
That doesn't sound good. I remember the last time we had to turn to a news channel when I was in school.
I'm learning that more objects like this have landed at as many as 8 other locations around the world.
Oh, watch out there.
I don't know, Mom. I'm watching the same news coverage you are. Mom, I'm fine. Okay, I'll call you later. Bye.
This house is super nice. Like a little bit too nice for a single person on a college professor salary.
It may be unmanned. Regardless, we have a protocol for scenarios like this.
Wait, do you have protocols? I'd love to hear them.
The ATF has put a temporary ban on new gun licenses, forcing many independent suppliers of hunting equipment and firearms.
You are on the top of everyone's list when it comes to translations. I have something I need you to translate for me.
Where did you come from?
Are you sure? Did they have malice?
So how would you approach translating this? You hear any words? Phrases?
Did you?
I would need to be there to interact with them.
Or speak alien?
Tell me what I'm doing.
I'm not taking you to Montana. It's all I can do to keep it from turning into a tourist site for everybody who has a TS clearance.
You mentioned Berkeley. Are you going to ask Danvers next?
Maybe.
Okay, so that brings a bit more clarity to her nice ass house. Apparently she's done some work for the government. Deep work.
All right, give me 20 minutes.
Take off at 10.
That easy, huh? And pulling up in an army helicopter like that, they couldn't find any more discreet ways to pick her up?
It's the kind of thing you write as a preface. Dazzle them with the basics.
Yeah, it's great. Even if it's wrong. Well, the cornerstone of civilization isn't language, it's science.
How about we just talk to them before we start throwing math problems at them?
Typical. Their main 2-point people can't even get along yet. Oh, snap. So wait, those are the 12 structures that landed in the planet? Hell was that?
Follow me. Put these on, you're gonna wear them at all times.
I'm gonna get some blood from you and give you an immunization dose that covers a battery of bacterial threats. Could you sign these, please? The booster is a kick to your system, so you may experience some side effects, nausea, dizziness, headaches.
I already vaccinated them up. Don't even know what that thing is yet.
Have you found a scientific explanation for it? Like, is it for them?
No, we think it's for us.
Remember, we need answers as soon as possible. What do they want? Where are they from? Why they're here? This is Dr. Louise Banks. She'll be heading your team.
Dr. Banks, it's a pleasure.
Dr. Banks is taking over the mission from Dr.
So what do they look like?
You'll see soon enough, hurry up.
Damn, man, why everyone so tight-lipped? Give us some details. Is it levitating? Oh my god, it's massive. That's what she said.
Every 18 hours, the door opens up at the bottom.
How the hell are they supposed to get in? Oh, they got a entrance? Okay. Anyone want to make sense of that? Nope. Just keep going? Alright. Oh, there they go. She's like, yeah, I got it way over my head.
You can do this. Okay. Everybody move out.
Okay, I know this is like their first time and everything, but shouldn't somebody be recording? Like, shouldn't somebody be taking this down? Just in case, I don't know, they don't make it. I don't like that.
Dr. Banks.
Oh my God, are those hands? Or what are those?
Dr. Banks.
Wait, that's it? That just came back? What happened out there?
Am I fired?
You're better than the last guy.
Okay, what happens then?
You go back in.
So what, they just call it stage fright? I am so confused on how they expect her to interpret this.
Their website claims the arrival of the aliens set in motion a prophecy that 12 sets of 12...
That didn't take long.
What do you have with? It's bits of conversation from the room, random clips of dialogue. Really, we have nothing.
Look, I'm never going to be able to speak their words if they are talking. But they might have some sort of written language or basis for visual communication.
Okay, see now we're talking there. I can kind of get with that. But why does it have to be shrouded in fog to make it more just daunting? Uh-oh, what's going on? The bird's freaking out. What's going on? Oh. That's something. That's something. We got O. A very scary O. Oh, we got something else.
Dr. Banks, is this really the right approach? Trying to teach him how to speak and read? That's got to take longer.
You're wrong. It's faster.
And I mean, honestly, do you have any better ideas?
In 1770, Captain James Cook's ship ran aground off the coast of Australia and he led a party into the country.
And the point is?
It wasn't until later that they learned that kangaroo means I don't understand. So.
That's a pretty interesting story. I didn't know that about the word kangaroo.
Story.
Thanks. It's not true.
Of course. Of course. Oh my God, I can't stand it. Part of me was thinking, I'm like, that's probably not it.
Well, congratulations, you're a parrot.
It's a lot more than that, you cheeky bastard. Don't you see?
The call sign for him is Big Domino. Whatever Shang does, at least 4 other nations will follow.
Oh my God.
Luis,
of course.
We have to gain ground today.
Okay.
You have a vocabulary list for me?
I do.
I knew one nation was going to try and mobilize against them.
Oh, no, not the top.
We need to clarify the difference between a specific you and a collective you. And biggest of all, we need to have enough vocabulary with them that we understand their answer.
I never thought about it before, man, but languages, no concept of language is so complicated.
Louise, I am...
I don't know, Louise. I think they're getting confused. Dr. Banks.
I think they just like making circles.
Dr. Banks?
Hey.
It's good.
Okay, we got way too trusting, way too fast.
Now that's a proper introduction.
Like, how are you not so sure that thing can't just break the glass whenever it wants?
Everybody does, right?
Sure, Donnelly is taking off his hazmat suit.
You. Who are you? I think those are their names.
You thought it meant human just 2 minutes ago.
I know.
How do you feel?
Overworked.
Well, I guess I don't need to tell you you're putting yourself at risk.
Honey, it's not gonna happen.
Not to be the bearer of bad news, but probably should be worried. Those flashbacks of her daughter is getting awfully frequent.
Trying to answer this in any meaningful way is hampered by the fact that outside being able to see them and hear them, the heptapods leave absolutely no footprint. Why did they park where they did? The world's most decorated experts can't crack that one. The first breakthrough was to discover that there's no correlation between what a heptapod says and what a heptapod writes.
I'm sorry, man, but those things look so damn scary.
Like their ship or their bodies, their written language has no forward or backward direction. Linguists call this nonlinear orthography, which raises the question, is this how they think? Next, expanding vocabulary. Luis thinks it could easily take another month to be ready for that.
So, a conclusion. They have nothing.
You approach language like a mathematician, you know that, right?
I feel like everything that happens in there comes down to the two of us.
Tonight, the first photograph of the aliens goes viral. Biological
Knew that was gonna
contamination
happen.
is a major risk factor at the...
We are falling asleep at the wheel, people. You know what I'm talking about? I know you do. What if the smartest thing we could do right now...
Uh-oh.
And who are those two people?
It's you and Dad. The show is called Mommy and Daddy Talk to Animals.
So we both love you very much.
I know. It's just a cartoon. Not real.
Luis? How you feeling?
It's the theory that the language you speak determines how you think, and...
Yeah. I'm curious. Are you dreaming in their language?
I don't think that that makes me unfit to do this job.
Like, imagine the real size of it if that's just the thing's hands. Or even worse, like a finger. Whole time you could be talking to Godzilla.
Our science team is attempting to decode the sets. Sets, I don't know what that means.
An hour ago, China mobilized forces, and now Russia's following suit. Shang's about to start something.
Typical. This movie is really mirroring a situation if aliens invaded the planet. China and Russia would probably be the ones to mobilize first.
We need to ask the big question. Ready or not?
Not. Probably not.
Offer weapon.
But you saw what they wrote.
Using a word they don't fully
Just
understand.
a warning.
Enough.
Means we have to consider the idea that our visitors are prodding us to fight among ourselves until only one faction prevails.
There's no evidence of that.
Sure there is. Just grab a history book.
Okay, I see where it's going with that theory, but it's a reach.
China and Russia are off the grid. They aren't speaking to anyone. Whatever they learned in their last session has them spooked.
Not good. Not good.
We need to be talking to each other.
You want to talk to them? Find out what this means.
Bro. It never ceases to amaze me. Just the thin fabric that we have between nations.
China no longer trusts the aliens who want to divide us. Humanity must be protected. China has asked for immediate talks at the UN.
Oh my God. So what do you want to do, China? Every global issue, in some type of way, works to divide.
The session is finished.
You can't go back in. It's dangerous.
Look, we just need 5 minutes. Don't sweat it.
They're not going to tell them that they planted a bomb in there?
Why do you know?
We've been attempting to hail Captain Marks. The escort units are not responding, sir.
Why not?
Are you offering us something?
Knock, knock.
Captain, on your
Wait, is it trying to tell them about the bomb?
Load up and get to cover. Stay frosty and we can avoid casualties.
Really? Okay. Oh, snap. I knew it was trying to save them.
Hey, take it easy. You suffered a concussion. Just lay back.
They're going to let them die in there.
Your whole tent is on the clock to figure out whatever it is you were given up there.
Glad to see you awake.
We need to go back in and we need to explain to them this wasn't our fault.
We can't go
have to
back
tell them.
inside.
We have to.
Uh-oh.
Well, they're not leaving.
No.
How does this feel worse?
But they're making sure you weirdos can't mess with them anymore. That's why.
China becomes the first world power to declare war against the aliens. Following the failure
Bro.
of diplomatic efforts at the United
I said it before, typical.
Russia and Sudan are thought to be following China's lead.
They've learned literally nothing. Still, they've learned literally nothing about these things. And are prepared to anger it.
It's going to take us years.
Like, it's a competition, but both sides end up happy.
Like a win-win.
More science-y than that.
If you want science, call your father. You cracked something, didn't you?
Yeah, come here. Right here. Stop focusing on the ones. Look at the zeros.
What they're saying right here is that this is one of 12. We are part of a larger whole.
Or we're one of 12 contestants for the prize.
Why do I have to talk to him?
We're all working together here.
In their final session, the aliens said, there is no time. Many become one.
There are a lot of ways you can interpret what he said.
I don't need an interpreter to know what this means. Russia just executed one of their own experts.
Non-zero sum game.
That's it. Yeah, thanks.
Okay. That's more than a coincidence.
That's problematic for us right now. The Pentagon's convinced our shell will retaliate.
She's the only one they're cool with. Yo, what the hell? Where's his head? The hell does that mean?
I need you to send a message to the other sites. I don't understand. Who is this child?
Hold up. Wait a minute. That didn't happen yet?
Doesn't matter now. We have orders to evacuate.
Are you gonna leave me like Daddy did?
Oh, Hannah, honey, your daddy didn't leave you. Believe it or not, I know something that's going to happen. And when I told your daddy, he got really mad.
I am unstoppable.
Bro, what's going on? So the alien made her see the future about what's gonna happen to her daughter.
Well, your name is very special because it is a palindrome. I can read it. But time, it isn't the same for them. It's non-linear.
Look, we did our best, but it wasn't enough.
This is so nuts. So she's solving this by seeing into the future. By seeing into the future of a book she wrote about the language. So either way they survive this because they have a future. I don't know. And they had a heptapod gala, I guess.
The only reason why I'm here is to meet you in person. You're the reason for this unification. All because you reached out to me on my private number.
Wait a minute, man. So
I called you, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
what? Bro. So wait a minute. Does General Chang know what's going on too? Okay, these can't be actual visions of the future because how does he know that she would need the number in this time period? Wow, this is nuts. This is nuts.
Search base camp now. Find out who's using that phone. Hold on to those coordinates.
I will never forget what you said. 你应凭这勇气
他说你应拼chia. No, trust me. I mean, 20 seconds. You trust me. Okay. You trust me.
Bro, how long is this damn message? Don't forget to tell him to tell you again in the future what you just told him.
Has announced in an emergency press conference that China is standing down.
China is stating that all intelligence they have received.
Oh, yo, so what were they gonna do? Just crush them? Just dissipate in the thin air.
This is where your story begins. The day they departed. I embrace it. And I welcome every moment of it.
Damn, that was tough. She knew the whole time. Well, at least she knows from now.
A-N-N-A-H. Hannah.
You ready, babe?
And so that's why he left. She told him about what was gonna really happen. And how she always knew. And she still chose to have the baby anyway.
If you could see your whole life from start to finish, would you change things?
You know, I've had my head tilted up to the stars for as long as I can remember. You know what surprised me the most? Was meeting you.
I forgot how good it felt to be held by you.
Starting a life with somebody and already knowing how it ends. It's gotta be one hell of a burden. But she has to go through with it. Either way. Because for her to save her present right now, she would have to go through with her future. Wow. Wow. Oh man. That was a trip. I love these movies, man. I love the ones that really make you think like this. Like these. these hardcore science fiction movies. What a trip, man. What a damn trip. I really love sci-fi movies that tackle aliens, extraterrestrial life, but ones that do it well. And particularly, I really like movies that can do it well in a very grounded setting where it doesn't get too fantastical and flashy. And this movie did it. This movie did it extremely well. Mr. Denis Villeneuve did amazing in the subject matter. Arrival was a movie that was highly intelligent, backed by scientific ideologies. It had a whole lot of heart as well. Amy Adams absolutely killed it in this role. I've never been a huge fan of her, but I can definitely say this is probably my favorite role I've ever seen her in. Her performance was very intellectual, but very deeply layered. Jeremy Renner played very well as her second. Forest Whitaker was really great as well. I mean, performances overall were amazing, but what really held this movie together was the story. It was just amazing, amazing storytelling. I love their bold move of telling the end of the story at the beginning of the movie and not having you figure it out until the end of the movie. I mean, it was a very bold and confusing idea overall, you know, having her be able to save the day or save the world by using her memories of the future to stop what was going to happen in the bad future, and using her unborn child as a clue or a catalyst for the events that were going to happen. Super heartbreaking, but just an amazing way to tell the story, along with the masterful score. It was just amazing storytelling. And of course, we can't leave out the underlying message of the movie of having a language that unites all of us, or at least not letting our fear divide us. You know what I mean? Like when things got to their worst, China and a number of other nations were planning on attacking the aliens without even knowing what it was. And if it wasn't for Luis's skill and ingenuity to learn the language of the aliens, it could have resulted in a whole world war. And it's just amazing how Luis found it easier to communicate with an alien life form that no one understood than people of our own planet. I don't know, there's just internal messages there about unity and coming together as not only a nation but as a whole planet. But I thought this movie was cool, man. This movie was very cool. Like I said, amazing storytelling. Villeneuve did not disappoint me. But definitely let me know your thoughts on Arrival in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Could give you just a smidgen, a little devil do you. All you have to do is listen. Music be the movement, everybody on a mission.